Hey guys, Chris Larson with Coldwell Banker Seal. It's a beautiful day in Portland, Oregon, and I just got done showing property. I showed property to a buyer that wants to represent themselves and has never represented themselves in any transactions in the past, but they think it sounds good and they think they can save a whole bunch of money. That is just not the case. To think that a seller's going to just chop 2 or 2.5 points right off the purchase price or whatever price you negotiate because you're representing themselves is just not the case. I mean, I'm representing my seller, and I'm not going to let them do that. I'm going to fight for every single last dollar that seller can get, and just to arbitrarily throw 2.5 points back at that buyer when I'm going to end up doing almost all of the work. I'm going to end up representing that seller and that buyer, and I'm going to have to end up making half the amount I normally would, and now represent some buyer who has no clue about the transaction process. I just got done a few months ago doing a seller. I was representing the buyer, and the seller was representing themselves. It was a disaster. I couldn't get the disclosures properly filled out. I couldn't get them in a timely fashion. We had possession issues. We had closing issues. I mean, they weren't following the contract. It was a disaster. And my buyers were, they were totally disappointed. It was not a smooth transaction. So my 2 cents in the whole situation would be secure professional representation. As a buyer, it costs you nothing. It costs you nothing. It's like getting free representation because the seller pays for it out of the commission they've already agreed to the listing agent. If you're a seller, okay, why wouldn't you hire somebody to professionally market your property to exhaust all potential avenues, the MLS, all the different internet marketing strategies, print marketing strategies, and get your house out to the maximum number of people, and then when somebody comes in, have them represent you appropriately. Get someone who does a lot of transactions, not 1 or 2 transactions a year, 1 or 2 transactions a month, 2 or 3 transactions a month. Find somebody that knows what the hell they're doing, hire them, and let them do their job. You're not going to go, if you have to go and get a checkup at the dentist, you're going to go see your dentist because he's a professional, he's been educated, he has the appropriate credentials to represent the process that's going to go on in your mouth. You're not going to be your own dentist. You might be able to save some money. Congratulations. But you're going to start drilling on your teeth? I don't think so. So it's no different with an attorney. It's no different with a real estate agent. It's no different with, a doctor. Hire the appropriate representation, the appropriate professional that can represent you and take good care of you and keep you out of trouble. No, that's what I feel, So take it for what it's worth. Stay tuned.